Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for March Comes In Like a Lion, chapter 160. We last left off, the match between Rei and Azusa was continuing, as we got more and more into Azusa's mindset, with his wanting to continue to take the unbeaten paths and learn new tricks, including, undressing without focusing, without thinking about it, like he's Gray, and including folding his clothes, a really funny gag. But now the match is moving into what I think is its final chapter, from what I've heard. So yeah, let's jump right on in and see how this 5-chapter match meets its conclusion. So we have chapter 160, Azusa number 1, part 5. We have a cover of the Kawamoto sisters, with Momo as, blonde for some reason? I don't remember her being blonde. Anyway, thinking about someone on a starry night. Yeah, let's jump right on in. So we're still inside Azusa's head. This is different from all the predictions I've read, all my research, everything. But I've still built it. I've built my flow. And we have the image of the train still, now, flying off the tracks over the sea. Now we're back in Rei. I'm back here again. Right past where the endless rain of clacking pieces that have built to an overwhelming sound vanishes all at once, is this pitch-black room. Past this point, there's no hope for even the smallest hint. Here, as I move forward, everything will be decided purely by my judgment. And I get the feeling that I'll be reaching this room faster and faster these days. There's more or less 3 reasons why. The first is that I'll have more opportunities to go up against better players. And we see Meijin Soya and Shimada. I remember the bearded guy, but I don't remember what his name is. The second is because everyone else will do more research on me so they can win. And we see Harunobu, my love, and the Undertaker guy, and some other people who... The bald pigeon lover, you know them. And the third and final reason is something that I really can't stand to admit, but it's my own weakness. And he has this image of... I think there's meant to be shards of something around the battlefield. I can't tell if it's supposed to be going behind Rei or in front of Rei, but we're back with Nobidome now. Alright, Narike of mine, go! And Rei looks at whatever movie just made. Huh? 5-6 Fu. What? That's we're back in Nobidome's mind. And we have a vision of him dropping underwater. What? He didn't run away? He freaking retreated while also attacking? Kiriyama! Damn it, he swallowed me. Okay, calm down. Which way's up? The light's over there. That's gotta be up. Calm down. Recompose yourself. 6-3 Narike. I'm not done yet. 4-7 Gin. If I can get the Kaku to safety, then I can still do this. 3-5 Gin. I'm not done. Not yet. I'm not giving up the Gin. 4-7 Gin. Wait, what? A 6-9 He here? Jeez, am I in a move-by-move mating net? God, this is painful. I can hardly breathe. But I'm not done yet. Aim for the 6-3 Keen. 4-5 Kaku. Huh? 4-9 He promotes? He's just ignoring my threat? No, don't close your eyes. Oh no, I'm out of breath. 6-3 Kaku promotes. Don't swallow the water. You can still do this. Don't die just yet. Okay, the Keen. Up. There's air there. Up. And Kiriyama plays his move as the water seems to undertake Nobidome inside his mind. The whole time during the post-mortem, he was scratching the tatami mat. So yeah, at that point, Rei won. Nobidome lost. Tanaka-san stopped him, saying, "You're going to damage the tatami." After that, he started scratching his hand. Tanaka-san stopped that too. He was viciously angry, not at anyone or anything else, likely just at himself, and the suffocating energy that emanated from him did not have a whiff of negativity in it. So I think they both had a satisfying match. You know, even if he lost, it was still a great match that went on for several chapters, took over the entire story. Honestly, completely at random. I don't think this match was really foreshadowed at all. It's just all of a sudden, you know, there's this guy, Azusa Nobidome, and he's the focus for a few chapters, a few months. But you know what? It was a good time. Anyway, so afterwards, Smith and I think that's Tanaka are walking home together. Yeah, it is. Because Smith says, "Tanaka-san, do you think Azunyan's going to be okay?" He seemed to be in real despair, and then he just went off someplace. And Tanaka just kind of smiles. He's alright. People that avert their eyes from their own weaknesses distract themselves. People that stare their weaknesses square in the face get back on their feet. I'm certain that he's running home to study. So what are you going to do? Me? I'm going to avert my eyes from her today. Smith lost today and Tanaka won. And after I'm done distracting myself, I think I'm going to make a lap pillow with my cat and cry. Won't that crush the cat? Is that safe? And Smith corrects him, no, my lap's going to be the pillow. We're back in Ray's head. Ray, of course, is surrounded by black, which seems very symbolic of Ray in his more depressive state. I feel like he's kind of gotten out of that recently. After getting overly focused on a match, I always feel like I'm not where I am. I can't feel the ground under my feet. It's like the boundaries disappear, and my body just sinks into it. But I'm at the point now that I don't really mind it. Still, and it's a text from the Kawamotos. Are you coming over for dinner? We're having corn stew today. He arrives at their house. Wah! Ray-chan, it's you! Welcome! And Hina's at the door to welcome him there. And Ray smiles. Good job in your match today, Kiriyama-kun. Okay, wash your hands and rinse your mouth. It's time for dinner. Sangatsu no Lion continues July 26th, Friday. So that's still another, 2.5 weeks away? Alright. So moving on to the chapter itself. And really the arc as a whole. Because I imagine Azusa number 1 is done after this, because the match with Azusa is over. And it was good. It was a good character study into Nobidome. A character we never met before, but still really characterized him well. But also, in bi-weekly to monthly manga, 5 chapters is... let me see if I get a read on how long this arc has been going on, just by looking through the manga dex page. 4 months. This arc's been going on for 4 months, and it's just the one match. So as great as it was, and it was certainly great, it's been a while since we focused on, the whatever main plot there is. Though, again, it's always been kind of March's strength, is that it doesn't really have a main plot at this point. It's just, there are arc plots, but it is just kind of the life and times of Rei Kiriyama, and the many, many, many people around him. So I think in the end, actually, I'm going to revise my judgment. It worked really well. And that same kind of rambling goodness that March gets so right most of the time. All the time, really. And yeah, there is still a lot of good visual imagery. March always has such fantastic visual imagery in his panels. I really like this idea of the dark room in Ray's mind, where he has no hint, where he has to completely go on his own, where all of his studying is worthless. And it's a result of him getting better. He's facing stronger opponents, and his other opponents are doing more research on him, and so he has to play differently. And I just really love the image of that. The image of... He refers to it as his weakness. I'm not sure that's the case. That's a point he was always going to get to eventually. I imagine even Soya for a while was at that point. Maybe Soya is now past that point where he can do pretty much anything. But still, doesn't Soya sometimes lose as well? So yeah, there's a lot about that room, and we see a little bit of Ray still kind of, I guess, blaming himself for something that really is not worthy of any blame, which is a shame, but it's also really in line with his character. Then yeah, we have the image of Nobidome drowning, which we've seen, which I think this is the first time we've seen it for Nobidome, but the image of characters drowning is not an uncommon one in this series. But it still works well enough. As does the image of the jungle, after we had all that jungle imagery in Part 4, works really well, as he loves the jungle, not like the actual jungle, but the idea of the unknown in his playing, and so we see that the energy that emanated from him did not have a whiff of negativity in it, as it's connected to that jungle, is a really nice thing there. Then yeah, we have a fun little cute conversation between Smith and Tanaka, and then we're back with the Kawamotos, and that's really the end of the arc. So yeah, another great chapter from Umino Chika. Not sure which is her last name, but you know what I'm talking about, the author of this story. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or do whatever makes you happy, you know? And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!